Hey folks, it's your girl Lexi Mahari back with another episode of Buzzworthy Chit Chat. And in this episode, we are here to talk about Monique and Chris Samuels. They are back in Love and Marriage DMV. Let's chat. Hey folks, it's your girl Lexi Mahari. Welcome back for another episode of Buzzworthy Chit Chat. Before we dive into today's episode, please take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you can receive notification each time I upload a brand new video. Let's talk about Monique Samuels moving on to Love and Marriage DMV. I'm thinking this is going to be an upgrade for her. How many of you, like me, were sad to see Monique have to leave Potomac? While many people out there in the universe, blogospheres, and everywhere else theorized that she was fired from the Real Housewives of Potomac, Monique said she left on her own terms. And I, at that time, thought kudos to her. It was a very toxic environment for her. If she had returned for a fifth season, I personally just could not see any way she was going to come out looking good or that this would be healthy for her or her family, or her marriage. So in my mind, I always hoped that Monique would return in another capacity because if you are a follower of the Real Housewives of Potomac and you watched the reunion, her statement about the check being little from Bravo was telling, right? This is someone who clearly she and her husband have managed to build a healthy financial portfolio. She was able to launch a business while on the Real Housewives of Potomac. So, personally, for me, I wanted to know more about how she and her husband moved. What kind of businesses were they in? How were they sustaining themselves financially, post Chris's NFL career? And, Monique was dropping a few golden nuggets. It's just unfortunate that we as fans did not really get to hear more about that on the show because, the Housewives shows can sometimes get wrapped up in the richicity of being a housewife show. So, personally, as a viewer, I am really excited. If you can't tell, I'm really excited to know that Monique and Chris did land another gig and potentially a better gig, and so I am looking forward to seeing them as well as a few other couples on this show represent the DMV and, give us a little insight into what life is really like behind the gates. So the show is set to take place across DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And it will not only be about Monique and Chris Samuels, but as I mentioned, there will be other uh, members of this cast, including Irana and James Tyler, Ashley Brittany and Roberto Silva, and Tasha and Neil Lyons. So we'll get to know a whole lot, I imagine, about these couples and again, how it is they are moving in the DMV space and get more information on their businesses. No doubt there will be some drama, whether internal family drama or drama amongst the cast. That's to wait to be seen. But I think I'm really looking forward to us getting to see Monique in a different light. Again, I don't like how she had to leave the show. It's unfortunate that things went down the way they did between her and Candace, but this is definitely an opportunity for her to maybe step into her true self. Now, on the shady side of things, I couldn't help thinking about Mia Thornton because, she made comments about wishing she had had this opportunity to, when she came on The Real Housewives of Potomac, to present herself and her businesses and her husband in a different light. And when I read about DMV, Love and Marriage DMV, it became clear to me that poor Mia came up on the wrong show. So kudos to Monique and Chris for nabbing this opportunity. Of course, Love and Marriage DMV will air on OWN, and it will be produced by Kingdom Reign Entertainment, the production company that we know also led the former Real Housewives of Atlanta, and executive producer Carlos King. Media outlet tvdeets.com gives us a rundown of who these couples are. So let's start with Irana and James Tyler. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Described as entrepreneurs, Irana and James are expected to bring drama. In addition to a family life, the two always make time to hit the DC party scene and are involved in credit consulting, real estate, and they run an online women's clothing store called iVision Boutique. Tasha and Neil Lyons. Tasha and Neil are two parts of a mother, father, daughter real estate team, the Lyons Den Group, a real estate firm serving both DC and Maryland. Tasha is also a celebrity hairstylist and has worked with Monique in the past. So here we've got a connection to one of the main couples. Ashley, Brittany, and Roberto Silva. In addition to hosting a podcast called Fun Times Mom, Ashley is a serial mompreneur, author, and runs an online children's store called Fashion Ashton. Her husband, Roberto, is better known as DJ Quicksilva, host of The Quicksilva Show on 93.9 WKYS FM in Washington, D.C. Again, head over to tvdeets.com to get more information about these individuals, but they are the source that is giving us some great information about who these couples are and what it is they might bring to the show. Another interesting fact featured in this tvdeets.com article is that apparently Monique's new friends on the Love and Marriage DMV tried to join the Real Housewives of Potomac cast in the past, but they were turned down by Bravo for a variety of reasons. So this will be really interesting to see what this group brings, right? Did they make a mistake? Love and Marriage DMV is expected to premiere in 2022. So I think we'll all be on the edge of our seats until that time. Well, folks, that's it for today's episode of Buzzworthy Chit Chat. Thank you for taking the time to listen today. Before we go, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video.